Today, I'm Alex. I'm going to teach you how to unjack your back, or probably anyway. If you have some sort of a medical condition, I can't promise this is going to help you, and you should not be consulting YouTube University anyhow. You should see a professional. If, however, you do a lot of lifting and your back starts to get tight and you start to feel more like a piece of wood than a human being, so these moves should help you. And they come from some pretty legit sources too, like famous Russian circus strongman Valentin D. Cool, as well as bodybuilder Frank Zane. So let's take a look. They're all going to involve a pull-up bar, and if you don't have one, you're going to have to make do with, let's say, a tree branch or something like that. What we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of different movements that are going to move the spine around in a variety of different ways. All right. So first things first, when you're hanging from the bar, you want to make sure that you keep your shoulders pulled down. There's nothing wrong with hanging with what are known as passive shoulders like this. In fact, it's a great exercise for the shoulders. But for the movements that we're going to be doing here, you want to make sure that they're secured, pulled down, and tight by your sides. So the difference would be going from here to here. This is the position that you want to be in. Okay. So step one, what we're going to do is you're going to twist your torso to each side. So in this case, the torso is the engine, and the legs are just kind of going along for the ride. Observe. Okay, so next step is, once again, the legs are only going to go along for the ride, and what we're using here to initiate the movement is this sort of bend to the side. So this is going to be what's called lateral flexion, is bending over to the side like this. It's also going to do a lot to help build up your obliques, which are very important for keeping your back healthy and strong, so don't skip these. Last thing you'll notice is that though my legs go to the side, I'm not flicking them to the side. It's all slow and it's smooth. So make sure you keep it that way even as you're getting tired. So from here, simply zip up at the side, pause in the middle, like so, just like that. Next thing is we're going to be working on leaning back. So from the side, what it's going to look like, it's going to look like you're trying to point your chest toward the bar. So rather than having your chest straight forward, you're simply going to lean back with the intention of pointing your chest to the bar. Now, depends on how much flexibility and strength you have in your upper back. It'll develop through time, and this is a good way to start developing it. So if you can't go back as far as I can, do what you can, and in time, you'll be able to get back further. Here's what it's going to look like from here, just like so. Again, everything's slow and controlled. Nothing is rushed. This is going to go a long way in helping you make sure that you're actually building that strength, not simply using momentum, which is really not going to be very helpful for you. Next thing is going to be either the hanging leg raise or the hanging knee raise. So the hanging leg raise is going to look a little something like this. Okay, I prefer toes or insteps to the bar. If that's a little bit too tall of an order for you, you can also do the knee raise, like so. The higher you can get your knees, the better. This is going to work on getting your core strong, obviously. It's also going to provide some relief from your back by getting these muscles to loosen up, all right? So, last thing we're going to do is we are going to do some more rotational movement, but this time, rather than coming from the torso, as it did last time, it's going to come from the legs. So this time, legs are the engine, the torso just goes along with it. This does not mean that you go super fast. Slow and controlled, and make sure that you're maintaining an even speed. So, look a little something like this. Back and forth. The higher your pull-up bar, the better off you'll be. But do your best to keep your legs off the ground. And that's it. There are a whole variety of other moves to stretch out your upper back, your lower back, sides, everything like that. But this should at least get you on the right track. And along the way, you're also going to build up some strength in between the shoulder blades and your grip, as well as in your core. Kind of hard to argue with that. So, if you have any questions, any comments, or any other videos you'd like to see, whether it's about mobility, conditioning, strength, whatever, leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd be very happy to hear from you. Till then, have fun and happy training.